It's funny. I never wanted to. I was never interested in visiting the Arab world for some strange reason. I've never wanted to go there. Um, I don't know. I don't feel. I go to places where I feel that I want to go, and the Arab world is has never been one of them. I do see that a lot of these countries. What is it? Dubai is a beautiful country. What's the other one? It's that one. What's that one? King. I can't remember his name. He's an everyday guy. He walks the street without bodyguards. This guy's amazing, right? I can't remember. You got Jordan. I was never interested in going to the Arab world. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. Um, and Africa does not appeal to me. It has never appealed to me at all, to be honest with you. People say, why don't you go to Africa? Because, to be honest with you, a lot of the problems that Africans have is the same problems that we have. That would have to be a whole nother video. There is a lot of African Keisha white male worshippers over there, and there's a lot of just white people worship over there in Africa. There's too much Christianity there, and this Christianity has destroyed the African man's and the African woman's mind. They have lost their mind. I was just looking at the video where this African woman, she was 19, black African woman. What is it? It's Logical, or Only Logical channel. He covers the divestors, and her parents were telling her that she should not marry this Indian dude. She said, "These Indian dudes, it's a bad match. Don't do it." Well, she didn't listen, and she married this Indian dude. She had 3 kids, and he, same thing. He started beating her and beating her and beating her, and finally he turned the 3 kids against her, and she doesn't have a marriage. Her kids don't speak to her anymore. It's like a lot of these African women. It's the same shit. And I left the comment. I said, "Do any of these African people understand racism at all? Because it's not just coming from some of these white people. It comes from Arabs, from Chinese. It comes from a lot of other people. A lot of these African Keishas and a lot of these first world nation Keishas. This desire to be with all of these races of men who, number one, won't tolerate you talking back. And number two, they view you as less than them and they will hit you. I just find this amazing. So, the UAE is an authoritarian state. The UAE has been described as a tribal autocracy where the 7 constituent, let me see, the politics of the UAE take place in a framework of a federal presidential elective constitutional monarchy, a federation of absolute monarchies. The United Arab Emirates is a federation of 7 constituent monarchies: the Emirates of Abu Dhabi, Oman, Dubai, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Sharjah, and Al Quwain. According to convention, the ruler of Abu Dhabi, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is the president of the United Arab Emirates. Despite holding the title of president, the country is not governed as a presidential republic, and the head of state and the ruler of Dubai is the prime minister of the United Arab Emirates, the head of the government. Within the UAE, Emirates have considerable administrative autonomy within themselves. The UAE is an authoritarian state. The UAE has been described as a tribal autocracy. In other words, men are running the shit. Period. Where the seven constituent monarchies are led by tribal rulers in an autocratic fashion. There are no democratically elected institutions, and there is no formal commitment to free speech. Did you just hear what I said? So you could be talking about a tribal chieftain, you could be talking about a prime minister, anybody, and somebody can come to your house and they can arrest you. It's the truth. It's the truth. There's no free speech. No free speech. Right? Criticism. They take care of their people. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's a. They say it's a dictatorship. Uh, well, let me just say this. Women ain't running there. Women ain't running shit there. Men are. In that video, a video that I showed you, they have laws that prohibit disobedience. And what did they say? She said that there were 50 women in jail, and a lot of them were in jail for months, and some of them were in jail for minor things, such as what? Talking back to your husband. What? Yelling in public. What was that? What was that? What was that? I think it was Saudi Arabia. The black woman got arrested for yelling in public. I think we need these laws here. I really do. These women here are out of control. They are absolutely out of control. She said some of these women were arrested for months for minor things. Yeah, the stuff that you get away with American men and first world men all the time. Yelling back at your husband, throwing the food on the floor. Oh, I got stories, man. Listen, this guy told me how his wife cheated on him. Do you think that this would be allowed in the UAE? Do you think, right? Uh, Anybody can grab a Muslim and ask him that question? Oh, there's a Muslim that I know offline. I'll ask him. He's a Muslim, right? Do you think adultery is tolerated in the UAE? And I'm pretty sure that there has to be like a beheading ceremony to accompany that. You see, I'm telling you, first world women have no idea. I can Google. I just Googled this just now. If I could do this so easily, how come these first world women can't do this and make a decision and say, I need to stay dealing with my first world men? Because you have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, you have no idea. So that's it. That's it. You know, and I did the video. I don't know, it's this year or whatever. I was talking about. I was talking about. You know, in Latin America, it's even worse. And sad to say, I have some closing this out. I have some sick friends that have sent me videos along the way of some of these men from Latin America, South America, on video. I had to tell this one guy who's no longer a friend of mine, don't why would you send me a video like this? This dude took his wife and he turned her into a Barbie doll where you can just pop off the parts. He did it. I think you know what I'm talking about. You know, In these other parts of the world, these women are getting unalive for very little things. And the first world women, especially these American women. It's especially black women who have no idea of geography, social studies. I'm just gonna go and get an Indian man. These Indian men from India, who a lot of their whole culture is anti-black racist. I'm gonna go get an African. Um, Keisha, a lot of these Africans, they come from strong patriarchies where you don't talk back. If he tells you to get off your phone, you do it. You are expected to obey him. This is something that we do not do in the black community. We do not act like our women have to obey us. We don't, because we live in a first world feminist shithole country. That's just the way it is. You can't tell your wife to get off the cell phone. She'll look at you like you're crazy. Get off the cell phone and make me a sandwich, bitch. You can't do that, right? You can't do it. And there's no man that I've ever known that has ever treated a woman like that here. American women have it good here. They really do, man. These Jamaicans, it's the same shit. A lot of these Jamaican men, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, you have to do what he tells you to do. Or I've known some of these American black women, they will hit them, right? They will hit them. I've known a lot of these marriages where these Jamaican dudes have beat them. And not just Jamaican dudes. Some of these other Caribbean nationals as well too. A lot of our women one day, like I said, black American women, they always trying to find a new dick to fuck. I have no idea why. I knew some of these Trinidad dudes. It's the same shit. Oh, there's an island Trinidad Negro, and guess what? You have to obey him, and if you don't, he will smack you in the mouth. It's a whole different culture that everybody wants to be running into all these other cultures. But I would say this, closing this out, the brother Jay did the brother Jay. I love him. One of my top channels, More to Life. He showed the Filipina talking about black men are wanted, black men are sweet, black men are kind. It's funny how other races of women truly value black men, and our so-called women, they don't. They want to be running around trying a new dick all the time, trying a new culture. I don't know why. Most of us don't know why. We treat them really, really good. The only time they get mistreated is when they deal with the pookies, and they know this. Black women love Pooknug, man. He's their Lord and Savior. You can't say shit to them until it gets old, and now she wants to get with a quiet older man like me, and I'm like, fuck you, Keisha. No.